The school safety officer called me at 4:17 and asked why my son Eli was still sitting outside the main office. Before I could answer, my ex Nolan had already texted both families. Priya forgot her own child again. It was not my pickup day. Nolan had traded for Thursday because he wanted extra time before his weekend. The schedule was in the custody app, approved by both of us, and confirmed by the school office that morning. My mother called first and said I needed to stop letting work come before motherhood. Nolan's father wrote that court should see this. His fiancée Kara posted a sad little message about children needing reliable adults. When the school put Eli on the phone, he whispered that Dad said Kara was coming, then nobody came. He sounded embarrassed, not scared. That somehow hurt worse. Children should not have to apologize for being left. I screenshotted the custody app before Nolan could edit anything. Thursday pickup, Nolan. Bus service, canceled by parent request. I had not canceled a bus since kindergarten. Kara called me while I was driving to the school. She said she had been told I insisted on handling pickup myself. Then she added that maybe stress made me forget things. That sentence sounded rehearsed. At the school, the receptionist looked relieved to see me and uncomfortable to say more. She handed me the late pickup form. The parent listed for pickup was Nolan. Under alternate adult, someone had written Kara. The next morning, I called transportation. The dispatcher remembered Eli's route because the bus driver had radioed in confused. Eli was normally on bus 14, but a parent had canceled him from the route at 202. The dispatcher could not give me the audio, but she told me the cancellation came from Nolan's number. She paused before saying number, like she knew exactly how much that word mattered. Nolan filed an emergency motion before dinner. He claimed I had abandoned Eli at school and created emotional distress. My parents told me to apologize before court got expensive. I stopped trying to convince people who liked the wrong story. Then the school receptionist called back quietly. Kara had entered the building at 2:11 using a visitor badge for a volunteer committee. She left 7 minutes later without Eli. The badge scan would be in the safety report. Eli remembered Kara's red shoes. He said she looked through the office window, saw him, and walked away after taking a call. He asked if he had done something wrong. I told him adults were the ones answering questions now. My lawyer asked me to check every voicemail. I found one from Nolan at 2:25 that I had missed during a meeting. It said, "Since you wanted pickup, handle it." But the app said he had pickup. The voicemail was the crack in the performance. At the emergency hearing, Nolan arrived with Kara and both sets of grandparents. He looked exhausted in the way people look when they want credit for worry. His lawyer opened with one phrase, "a pattern of maternal neglect." My lawyer started with the custody schedule. Thursday was Nolan's pickup. Nolan said schedules changed all the time. My lawyer agreed and asked who had changed the bus service that afternoon. The bus dispatch log came next. Parent cancellation. Nolan's number. 2:02 p.m. The judge asked Nolan why he canceled transportation if I was supposed to pick Eli up. Nolan looked at Kara before he answered. Then the school safety report showed Kara's visitor badge. She had entered after the bus was canceled and left without Eli. Kara said she only stopped by to drop off a flyer. The judge asked why no flyer appeared in the office record. The voicemail played last. Nolan's own voice filled the courtroom, accusing me of wanting pickup after he had already canceled the bus. My mother lowered her eyes. My father finally stopped taking notes against me. Kara broke before Nolan did. She said Nolan told her to leave Eli there because a late pickup report would help the motion. The room did not explode. It compressed, like everyone had forgotten how to breathe. The judge ordered pickup changes locked through the school portal, not text messages. Nolan lost midweek pickup until review. Kara was removed from the authorized adult list. Court costs were reserved for sanctions. My parents called that night. My mother said Nolan had sounded so worried. I said worry is easy to perform after you create the emergency. She cried. I did not comfort her first. The next Monday, Eli got on the bus with a laminated card and a driver who knew exactly who could change his route. He waved at me like the world had become predictable again. Nolan later sent an apology through the app. It was 3 lines and blamed stress twice. I archived it with the dispatch log because apologies are feelings and records are how you survive the next lie. For weeks, Eli pointed out every pair of red shoes we passed. Then one day he stopped. That was when I knew the order had done more than punish Nolan. It had given my child a day where adults arrived when they promised. Nolan still says I made him look cruel. I did not. The bus log did. The badge scan did. The voicemail did. I just carried the truth into the room before he could leave, my son waiting there too.